Hello, hello, hiya, live streamy time. Let's get the tunes on. Tunes are coming on. There we go. Oh, they're already on. I hope there wasn't a crossover of tunes that happened the last time. Sorry if that was the case where there was two backing tracks at once. If that was the case, that's totally ruined my tune there. It's playing alright as well. I don't think there's any clangers. Maybe a rhythmic clanger, but nothing too bad. How's everybody doing? Thanks for coming. I see we've got some people in. Hello, let's say hello everybody. Well, before I say hello everybody, hello everybody. If you're watching here live right now, or if you're watching on catch up, thanks for coming. Today we are, let's see if I can say it, hammering on about Ibanez guitars. It's all about Ibanez guitars. So, let's say if you're in the live chat, tell us about your Ibanez experiences. If you're watching on catch up, hello, welcome, and let us know all about your Ibanez experiences and stuff. Right, let's say hello to everybody that's in, and thank you all for coming. Bestest. I'll say hello and then we'll read through the comments. So hello, Barbara's in first. Thanks for coming. Good to see you. Dave Lewis is in. Hello, mate. How you doing? Richard Clark's also in. Hello, mate. Nedo Medo. How you doing, mate? Thanks for coming. Carl B and the Rocco Cat is in. How you doing, Bal? Thanks for coming. Relax Meditation's in as well. Hello, mate. John Channing. Alrighty. Maria Muggs is in. How you doing, Muggs? Anthony Edwardson's in. Hello to you, mate. IMA640's in as well. Bumcrack's in. How you doing, Bumcrack and IMA640? Thanks for coming, guys. Dinger63 is also in. A sunny Dundee evening to you. Yes, indeed, mate. It's looking pretty decent today, eh? Nedham. He's in. Yeah, Anthony Edwardson. Did we say hello? Yes, we did. James, wait a minute. James Tahada. Tahada? Did I get it right this time? James corrected me on the Instagram the other day. How you doing, mate? I think I've got a message from you that I've not checked yet. Sorry, mate. We'll get around to that soon. Gearview Mirror is in as well. Hello, mate. How do you do? Darren Gill's in. Hello. What's that? You are about cutting into football time, mate. Yeah, I thought that might be the case. I just actually Googled that before I started. Sorry. I'm not a football kind of guy, so I don't really follow or know what's going on. I'm going to stick with the programme, right? The football needs to work around me. Zach84's in. Hello, mate. Thanks for coming. The Gain Dane is in. Gain Dane, is it the Danes playing tonight, was it, against England? See, I just said that I don't know what's going on, but maybe you do. And Budget Pedal chaps in as well. Hello. Right, okay, let's get back reading through some of these comments. Excuse me. I think, well, because of the football, I think it's going to be a quiet stream tonight. So, yeah, we'll get reading as much as possible. Speaking of sunny Dundee, which Dinger63 just said there, I don't have to adjust my camera settings. This is my red face. I got totally burnt yesterday at the school sports day, so that was fun. Typical sort of Scottish expectations where I've been checking the weather in the week running up to sports day to the point where the school had made reservation plans for it to be another 2 days because it was supposed to be raining pretty much all this week. So yesterday I went to sports day with my bag, and in my bag I had a spare hat. Like I had this hat, I had a tammy, like a woolly hat type thing, rain jacket, extra hoodie for warmth. Thought I was prepared for every eventuality except for getting burnt. Welcome to Scotland. There you go. Right, that's that. Barbara's in. Ibanez fans will like this one. I hope so. Those wizard necks are so easy on your hands. I could totally see that because I pretty much came up playing an Ibanez wizard neck on an Ibanez RG470 back in the day. I can't do them too much now, the thin, but back when I was younger I loved those thin, fast necks. Dave Lewis, Steve, I bought my first Ibanez guitar earlier this year, an Ibanez IC420 ABM. Iceman, yeah, I thought it would have been that. Antique blue metallic, and it automatically became my favourite. Bonded straight away. Nice to hear, mate. It's a very cool shape, the Iceman, isn't it? It's different. I like it. Is it practical with the access? I always forget which way around, whether it's the Iceman or the Fireman, but nice one, mate. Glad to hear you liking that. The model names, that's something we'll obviously get into. Has anyone decoded it? There's some quirks in it. I know, like, see, like that 420. Like, there's something like the 4 maybe means like dual humbucker, and 20 means I don't know. But it obviously gets a bit easier when it's IC. You know it's an Iceman, so there's only so many variations of that could be, other than the colour. Very cool. Richard Clark. One of my first real guitars was a beautiful Ibanez double cut. I believe it was a 1978 AR, that'll be an artist. But man, that's a long time ago. As much as I would love to have a gem, my old hands can't handle the neck. Yeah, that's pretty much how I feel about it as well. I don't think I could get used to it again. I got used to something else. Yeah, the artists, stunning guitars. I mentioned before my stepdad had an Ibanez artist. It would have been sort of like 80s, 90s, and I got stolen at a gig, but stunning guitar. Anywho, Nedo Medo. I have never had an Ibanez guitar, except now I remembered that I tried a 7-string Geo. 7 strings isn't my thing, but damn, the neck was nice, comfortable, and I liked the flat fretboard, surprisingly. I didn't know you could get a Geo 7-string, that's pretty cool. I bet they were nice and affordable. Hold on, I'm going to turn this amp off. Squeaky chair. There we go. I'm going to turn all this off as well. We don't need any of that extra stuff that could be buzzing. Yeah, a Geo 7-string, cool. That might be worth a look if I was ever looking for a 7-string. Carl being the Rocco Cat. Hi all, I haven't Ibanezed. Not even once. Not even tried one, mate. Oh well. You can fix that, plenty of time, mate. Relax and Meditation's in. Hi Steve, I got one Ibanez, an AR-73, a beautiful 335 copy in translucent blue. Sounds up my street. Gorgeous guitar, hope all are well. Looking forward to your video tonight. Keep up your great work. Well, thank you very much, mate. Speaking of which, video goes up tomorrow, and of course it's an Ibanez video, because this is what I'm trying to do now. Make the streams related to the upcoming video. I don't know how long I'll be able to do that for, because in a couple of weeks' time, I think I've got a Squire video going up. So if I ever do another Squire video, is it going to be talking about Squires twice? Now we'll figure it out. Anyway, let me know what you think. If you've got any feedback on the format and the way I'm doing things. But I was thinking about this today. Actually, this format's working really well for me. To the point where, this is terrible, this is really lazy, a little insight for you. I've done pretty much zero research. I say I've done zero research, I've done research, but you guys have done all the research for me. Because the live stream's us chatting. So you guys chatting, me chatting, and us chatting together about Ibanez guitars. So see what you think about them. So when I do the poll, on a Wednesday and ask about your experiences with whatever the topic seems to be, I learn loads of new stuff. It's great. And then I've got things to talk about that when I'm reading all the comments and responding to them. I've then got things to talk about at the live stream, rather than just something unrelated and random. And then the next day is the video, so hopefully there's some sort of interest in the topic by the time the video comes out. Hopefully, that's the hope. Lots of hand gestures tonight. Right. Sorry. Where did we get to there? John Channing, evening. Oh, and thank you, Relax and Meditation. That was very kind of you, mate, for your kind words. John Channing, evening all. Never had an Ibanez, but they do some nice looking guitars and basses. Yeah, that was some of the feedback we got. We'll look at the commenting thing soon. The poll comments. Lots of people bigging up the basses. Nice. Muggs is saying, good evening, Steve-o. Good evening, Muggs. Thanks for coming. Whoops. Sights and Sounds are on. That's from Calby and the Rocco Cat. Thank you, mate. Evening from Anthony IMA and Bumcrack. Yes, Dingers, Sunny Dundee indeed. Oh, anybody that's not from Scotland, apparently Dundee, although it's not the most famous of cities in Scotland, 4th largest, but apparently our claim to fame is we're the sunniest city in Scotland. Apparently we get more sun. Do you believe it? This face believes it. Today anyway. Okie dokie. Where did we get to there? Nedum saying we've got audio and video, that's good news. Anthony Edwardson, my only Ibanez is an AS73 semi-hollow, which I even almost forgot was an Ibanez. There you go, this is it. See, a lot of times we're thinking about the shredders for the Ibanez, aren't we? Speaking of which, the guitar I was playing at the start there. Let's do it. This guy, the backing track music should be off. This is the one we're talking about tomorrow in the video. There we go. Ibanez-ez-ez 40. It's got a lot of cool stuff going on. This switch here isn't just a coil split. It's got a lot of cool stuff going on. Yeah, check out the video tomorrow, please do. I'm expecting we're going to be on low views because of footballs and just the summer in general and things like that. But check it out. Yeah, I'm happy with that video. I think I even played some not bad stuff in it too. Maybe a wee bit. Okie dokie. James Tejada. You told me, and I remembered the other day. My brain is mush, mate. It's just nice. Sorry, it's no use, is what I'm saying there. Gear View Mirror. Hello, everyone. Yes, great stuff, mate. Oops, who missed there? Sorry, it jumps. I'm cutting into football time from Dan Gill. Sorry about that, mate. Right, here we go. Game day. I'll be here until the football match between Spain and Italy. Is that soon? Okay. Sorry about that. Blues Sumlin. Hi, Mr. C. Just subscribed. Thank you for subscribing, mate. Hugely appreciated. And welcome to the channel. Right, so, seeing as you're here, Blues, I'm going to take this opportunity to explain myself. No, I'm going to explain what the wee format I've got going on here. I've kind of just explained about it, right? So, you've subscribed, thank you. If you've got the notifications on, you may or you should get notified when I do a poll every Wednesday. And we're always going to be asking your thoughts and opinions on whatever the topic might be. So today it's Ibanez guitars, because I've pre-did a video on an Ibanez guitar, which goes up on Friday. Sorry, I'm going to go back to the Wednesday. Poll on the Wednesday. Thursday, live stream about the poll. Friday, video about the topic. That thing. Interactive. Everybody's getting involved, I think. I'm getting involved. Are you getting involved? Thank you for coming, mate. Appreciate it. Excuse me. Daniel Scott, I've had an RG for 4 years, been a good servant. So easy to play. Yeah, I hear you, mate. I loved my RG 470 that I had back in the day. I kind of had a love-hate relationship with it, and I loved the playability. Like, I was into all my Joe Satriani and Steve Vai back in the day, and I'd love running about on the neck, and basically I learned most of the stuff I know now on that guitar. But I never loved the look of it, because it was like, it was all black humbuckers, black hardware, rosewood fretboard. Just for, see if I had a maple fretboard, I probably would have loved it, but it didn't. And I'm just going to make this all about, my pal had an Ibanez, well, we thought it was an RG 450 at the time. It might have been a 550, it might have been something else. Steve Murphy, if he's in the building. And his was like that Harley Benton ST Modern. It was maple fretboard, and it was a 450, so that means it's got a pick guard. White with a black pick guard, and I just absolutely loved it. That's one of the reasons why I got that colour of the ST Modern, because I always wanted that guitar. RGs though, yeah, loved them, but I can't really do them anymore, the thin necks. Paul Vinova, hey Steve-O, thanks for coming, mate. How you doing? Budget pedal chap, I used to find the Wizard necks comfortable, but these days they give me a bit of cramp. Yeah, what is it with us getting old? I don't know what it is. Is that what it is? Are we getting old? More nimble? Weird. Oh, we jumped again. Blue Someone, have an Ibanez Talman Telly style amazing budget guitar. Oh yeah, there's a load of cool Talmans, isn't there? Talman. My pal JK's got one. He's got a nice like Artocore Talman that's got like a Bigsby on it. Is it an actual Bigsby? Or it might be an Ibanez variant of it. But yeah, that's a cool guitar as well. Sounds really muddy in the pickup department, but cool guitar. And yeah, I fancied a semi-hollow Talman a while back as well. Very cool guitar. And the Talman's like a unique Ibanez thing, isn't it? Because, I mean, Ibanez started out like most of these other companies with homage to other guitars, classic shapes, lawsuit eras and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, they've got a few, well, they've got more than a few now of their own designs, especially in the shreddy realm. But yeah, the Talman's an original design. I like it. The Gain Dane, what are those funky lights you have on the wall behind you? So, this wee guy is, wait a minute, can I maybe show you this with this camera? Hold on, see if it's on that camera. I'll get out of the way. I'm not out of the way, that's not out of the way, that's in the way. There you go, could you see this? It's just like a wee gooseneck thing. You get them off of like that Temu or AliExpress or something for a couple of quid. You probably get them on Amazon as well. So that's one of them, and then the other one's at the other side of the room. And I got that from Yoshi for my Christmas for the live streams. sorry, creaky chair. And it's like, it looks like an iceberg, and it's one of these things that projects like a Northern Lights type thing. It's always moving. So yeah, pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool. Bit of vibe. Got to get some vibe happening, eh? Daniel Scott just built a lovely RG copy, tribute, using Gear for Music Super Cutaway Kit and bits off AliExpress. Oh, I've never heard of their Super Cutaway Kit. That sounds interesting. Very cool. Ivor, hello mate. I don't have to say hello to you, but thanks for coming. Hi Steve, folks. Tied in Ibanez-ez 521 MOL. See, this is it. Wait a minute, it looks like you're explaining it. So it's an S. Love the S guitars. I've never had one. I'd love to have one. 2 humbuckers, thin guitar, almost too light though. Neck heavier than the body. Okay, so you've got a bit of neck dive. Still lovely guitar all the same. Nice one, yeah. Man, they're super comfortable looking guitars. Need to check them out. Scrambled, what are you saying? Not relevant to this stream, but I watched your vid on the Jet GS400 and I decided to get the Vanson tuners and the Tusk XL stuff that you bought for your Jet, and everything fit perfectly. Helped a lot. Glad to hear that, mate. Thank you. I mean, even considering I didn't personally do all the work myself. Actually, I did. I put the tuners on. My mods skills go as far as anything you can do with a screwdriver. Anything beyond that, it goes to the tech. So, yeah, I'm glad everything fit, mate. Great. How you liking the guitar? Jet GS400, what colour did you get? Love the GS400. Paul Vanova, hard to believe. I don't know what I missed there. Was that maybe to do with Scotland being foresight? I don't know. Daniel Scott, Dundee had a cake named after it. So fame indeed, that's right. Oh, this is a brilliant cake, this. What should we name it after? BPC, sunniest city in Scotland is a bit like winning the tallest midget competition, isn't it? Yes, you're right, mate. But we're the champs. Top of the pops. Sorry, I missed another one there. Maria Muggs Davies, I prefer to play guitars with a thin neck as I have small hands and sausage fingers. Go on yourself, Maria. I know you're new in your guitar journey, so that's pretty great that you've figured out what your preferences are already, because it took me a very long time to figure out mine. I think I probably started off with the guitars that I thought looked cool, like, well, basically the Ibanez stuff. The reason I got into Ibanez is because I was obsessed with Joe Satriani and Steve Vai, so I had to get that kind of guitar so I could play those kind of tunes. And of course I needed 24 frets. Any less, you have no chance, you know what I mean? So yeah, I played what I thought was cool, and then somewhere along the way I got a Fender Strat, got used to that, and then I didn't even realise that how much I'd got used to that until I started trying other guitars and going back to these thinner necks that I was like, oh no, I need this Strat neck, that's the one that's for me. So there you go, but that's pretty great that you've got it figured out already, good on you. Rob F. Hello Steve, friends. Hello to you Rob, thanks for coming. Just made it here after finishing up a work meeting. Thanks for coming, mate, always appreciate it. Relaxing meditation, I would rather watch you than football, Steve. Oh, so I take it you don't like football either then. Thank you, mate, hugely appreciated. I would pretty much rather watch anything else than football as well. But there you go. Brilliant. Thank you, Relaxing Meditation. You're a gent. Bumcrack Watch Cope. We love you. Much love. Oh, thank you, mate. You're the best. Nedomedo, off topic. Am I the last one to know that Slash switched from Marshall to Magnatone amps? No, you're not the last one. Does anybody else not know? Because then they might be the last one. But no, as far as I know, he hasn't switched. He's just working with both companies now. Although Marshall are near done. It's hard to say, isn't it? Maybe, well, when I first heard the news about that, he's getting a Magnatone signature amp, but I think someone said from his side that he's not done with Marshall. But it sounds like Marshall are, oh no, they've just got a new owner now, don't they? Who knows? Politics. If anybody knows, please educate us in the chat. Excuse me. IMA640. Budget pedal chat. What's the connection between Las Vegas and Dundee? Interesting. I don't know what I've missed there. Keen to see how this one plays out. David Evans. Hello, mate. Thanks for coming. Hiya, Steve. Love my Ibanez RG570 in gunmetal silver. Bought it about 25 years ago for 300 quid from a second-hand store called Big Deal in Leeds. Bloody bargain. Right enough, mate. 300 quid for a 570. 25 years ago, that'll be Japanese as well, no doubt. So 570 will be like the 470, just like with probably better pickups or something, I would imagine. So no pickguard, double humbuckers. Sounds nice, mate. Good on you. Here's the name, Epic Swedish Fika. Hello, mate. Thanks for coming. How about the 1976 Ibanez Les Paul Standard with DiMarzio pickups? Yeah, so will this be the... We're into the lawsuit era stuff now. Is this what we're talking about? And yeah, there's... Is this not... Is this part of another lawsuit with... No, it's not them. It's the... Is it Seymour Duncan or DiMarzio? Yeah, that's what you're talking about. The DiMarzio... Is it the Zebra pickups? There's a lawsuit going on with that just now, I think. David Evans. Oh, you're back to your 570 and it's got the original Edge trim on it, which in my opinion was always the best version. Nice one, mate. Yes, what was on the one I had, I think it was a low TRS2, which was a more affordable version. Rob F, I gave an Ibanez Geo Mini to my niece's daughter a few years ago for Christmas. Cool guitar, had a number of interesting switch combinations, including splits for the two humbuckers. Yeah, a few people, I didn't know about this, but I know that that's a thing you can get on other guitars, but a few people mentioned in the poll comments, we'll get to that shortly, about the dual humbuckers with a 5-way switch. That's something I'd be interested in checking out on the right guitar. Nice. Evening all, this is Mott the Hoople, sorry. Is anyone aware that Rita Ora has a new collection at Primani? Geez, I hate those intrusive ads. I'm interested to see opinions on Ibanez as I've never played one. Mott the Hoople, did you get an ad? Because there should be 0 ads. I've got all the ads purposely switched off of this. Let me know if anybody got an ad, because they should be off. Shocking. But, you know what I hate? Well, I'm just wondering, why does anyone ever wear ponchos when they don't even work? I've been wondering that all week. Yeah. What is it with the YouTube ads these days, by the way? The ads these days. They're getting more and more aggressive, aren't they? It seems. You can't skip them. They might win. I think they're going to beat me. I think I'm going to end up having to buy premium at some point. I'll need to find an angle to get it cheap. What if I got like a Vodafone contract or something like that? You know what I mean? Something where it's bundled in. I don't like getting bullied into it. Anyway, maybe it's good. Has anybody else got Prime? Not Prime, sorry. What do you call it? YouTube Premium. Anybody else got it? Is it worthwhile? I bet it is. Cool. Cameron, I still love Scrooge. Always solid. You might have lost me there. Paul Vanova, I reference to Dundee being the sunniest city, though it's bra the day. Paul, are you in Dundee as well? Hello, mate, if you are. Good to meet a fellow Dundonian. Cameron, I have the exact same one as you. Have a Midnight Blue bass years ago too. I was spoiled on that neck. Okie dokie. Yes. Midnight Blue, it's a nice colour too. Malcolm Thompson, hello mate, don't have said hello to you yet, thanks for coming. Had an Ibanez AS153 double cutaway, beautiful guitar but far too heavy, had to get rid. Yes, weight is definitely a factor for me these days. Blues Sumlin, any opinions on Ibanez Geo guitars? Yeah, I've tried a couple, not loads, and at different points, because they've got quite a long history now, the Geos. But I'd say, good mod platforms. That's where I'd probably go with that. Don't know if the hardware and that's like up to much, but maybe someone could tell me different. It's been a long time since I've tried one, so let me know. Cameron, just finished my telly build, blood orange body, black knobs, black locking tuners. That sounds pretty cool, mate. Nice. Maria Muggs Davies, I totally agree with you. I'd rather watch Steve Cassidy than football as well. Ah, you guys are the best. Thank you so much. Great stuff. Another non-football fan there. David Evans, probably as Marshall has a new CEO and apparently a lot of endorsers are jumping ship, i.e. slash endorsees, yeah. Well, I mean, obviously, the way we got the news was, I think, was it not the slash Magnatone thing first? And then new CEO? That's how we got the news, but everybody in the background would have known things before, and that's why moves would have been made, I would imagine. But I still don't know the ins and outs. I'm not even sure if I care. Do I care? Marshall, meh, never really been big into Marshall. Slash, And Guns N' Roses has never been that big into slashing Guns N' Roses either. But yeah, in fact, it was maybe at the start of the year I had a pupil who was learning, what was he learning? Sweet Child of Mine. Never actually learned that solo all the way through all the solos before, so yeah, I was learning that and got a new appreciation for him, listening to all the wee details of his playing and his quirks. Yeah, he's a very cool guitar player, without a doubt. Just not the kind of thing I would usually go for. But Magnetone, Marshall, Slash, not sure I'm too bothered about following that story. But big news for the community indeed, yes. Oh, I missed the start there. Yep, IMA640, no ads here. Good, glad to hear that. Because there shouldn't be. Dave Lewis, Steve missed the start, been watching cricket, football and cricket. Good on you, mate. You got the 3 screens set up. IMA640, get yourself a bearskin jacket. Well, that's a good idea. Maybe you should give that a go. Paul Vanova is a fellow Dundonian. Oh, great. Thanks for calling, mate. Dave Lewis, use ad blocker, no more adverts. See, I have to confess, I actually was using an ad blocker a while ago, but YouTube didn't like it, so I'm not allowed it anymore. And it's apparently it's bad for the, what do you call it, the creator economy as well. So this is what the big YouTubers are saying anyway. I'm just a YouTuber, so I don't know these things. So we're learning. Oh, speaking of YouTube and YouTubers and all that jazz, I've had a wee thing in the background I've been working on for a while that should be a huge announcement, and I'm really getting close to being able to tell you about it. Hopefully next week on the live stream I'll be able to give you a big big news for the channel. Okay, where are we at? Right, the Scrooge necks are just too thin now. Slowed down in my old age. Lol, you've lost me, Cameron, on the Scrooge necks. Nah, I'll need to look into that. Zach84, the worst ad is the deep fake of that old grey-haired guy talking about unlocking the guitar neck. Oh, I know the one you mean, yeah. Is that deep fake? Yeah, okay. Always wondered why they went for that old guy. They're thinking old guy wise, wisdom, probably knows what he's talking about, but yeah, it just doesn't look too, I don't know. I'd maybe buy like life insurance for pensioners or something, potentially from him. Don't know about unlocking the guitar neck. Although maybe he probably does have the secret. There you go. Maria, it's been very hot and sunny in Wales today. Got the fan on full blast. Good on you. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear we're getting some good weather, finally. David Evans, people's ads on YouTube obviously haven't heard of LUFS for level, as they're always massively compared to the vids you watch. Yeah, that's a good point. I wonder if they make different rules for ads. That's always been the case, even on TV, that the ads are supposed to be louder. They're allowed to be louder. Don't know why. Cal being the Rocco Cat, okay, I did read Dundonian correctly. Phew. I'm trying to think what else you might have thought that was. You've lost me there. Daniel Scott just ordered a Pango gem style kit. Not arrived yet, but should be fun. Nice, I've never heard of Pango. Be keen to hear how you get on with that. David Lewis, Scotland did well yesterday. What was that on? Was it football? I heard we got, we're basically putting a standard performance is what I heard. Greg Green, that said, does the sun shine down on Leith? I've heard that it does. There we go. David Evans, I can't stand Guns N' Roses personally. There I go. I never really did it for me either. I got into them when I was young because I liked the artwork and the t-shirts, and my uncle was into them, and he gave me a t-shirt, so I went to school wearing my Guns N' Roses t-shirt. Guns N' Roses t-shirt that was like the full length of my body, and I thought it was dead cool. But I wasn't really into them too much. I think I had the Use Your Illusion album, a couple of good tunes, but it's nothing I would go back and listen to again. But like about the same time, Super Duper, or maybe we will later, Super Duper into Extreme. Extreme and Nuno, that's always been my band. There you go. Marsha T. Hey, hello Marsha, thanks for coming. You're only here to say hi, gotta watch replay. Oh well, thanks for watching a wee bit now and coming back to watch replay, hugely appreciated. Budget Pedal Chap, that Fringing Run is a bit nice and Sweet Child, eh? Yeah, I know the bit you're talking about, yes. Yeah, like that, the way Slash plays, yeah, and trying to figure that out and learn it, it's not something that rolls off the fingertips easily for me, but I could see how learning that stuff would be pretty useful in your playing, to have in your arsenal. I think I would maybe have less holes in my shred game if I'd learnt some of this stuff early on, but there you go. He's a phenomenal guitar player, Slatch. Phenomenal. Just not somebody I've been a massive fan of. There you go. I think I've done that to death now. Apologies. Marsha has a meeting. Yay! Nice. Hit the like button, people. That's great advice, Marsha. I hope you all know that she's serious. Apparently, she gets even more serious about this over on 3 Chord Dave's live stream, which is on Saturdays at 10 PM Irish time or UK time, whatever you like. Check it out. Dave Lewis, apparently there's a new Jack White Fender signature guitar coming. It's embargoed at the moment. Oh, that's interesting. A Jack White Fender, what would that be? It wouldn't be a Strat. It's got to be some kind of telly. Or would you go for something quirky? An offset. Maybe an offset. That's cool. Or would he be a good fit for something like the Meteora? Very cool. Suspense, yes. Dave Lewis, my mate went to see Simple Minds in a circus tent in Wales last night. Said they were brilliant. Awesome. Great stuff. Carl B in the Rock Can't. Did Carlos Santana become the first major player to go to Ibanez way back when? Well, I might be wrong, but I remember Santana playing Gibson SG, Yamaha SG, and then like being one of the first major PRS players. Wait a minute, Carl B, I just noticed it's you that said that. You're at it, aren't you? You're pulling my leg. Nice one, I fell right in that trap. Sorry, I'm trying to look over the camera here. In the middle, there's an affordable Ibanez Strat type called an LiveStream 14 or something. It looks similar to the one you showed earlier. Yeah, this is it. It's the LiveStream 40, mate. And there's also the LiveStream 31. Whoops. Oh, there we go. Yeah, the LiveStream 31 is the 3 single coil version. Yeah. So that's the 40. The 40 is basically just the HSS version of the same thing. 25-inch scale. That's what the video is about tomorrow. Okay. It looks similar to the one you showed earlier. How good are the affordable S Ibanezes? Guns N' Roses are cool, but I've grown up. Yeah, I got you. Sorry, we'll get into the poll very soon, but I'm just going to get caught up here. Jack White is so cookie, instead of an offset, he'll be getting a signature onset. Nice one. David Evans, my brother has the vinyl with the original Appetite for Destruction artwork, which was banned for the robot race picture on it. You know what? I've got Guns N' Roses vinyl. I wonder what I've got. It might be Appetite for Destruction. I'm going to have to check that. Dave Lewis, Steve, you have a load of pictures of the Starcaster mods in your mail, mate. I will check out, Dave. Thank you. Sorry, it's been crazy busy recently. Yeah. By the way, that white Starcasters on Gax went back up in price, so it's now no longer in my psyche. Although there's one on eBay I'm looking at. Somebody buy it before I do. Rob F, I'm pretty sure Carlos has been with PRS for a number of years now. Yeah, I think Carl's pulling our leg. Daniel, been a lovely day here in Norfolk. We've built 3 Wickermen. Lovely. I used RTS. Oh yes, James Tejada. I used RT. Yes, RTs. I loved RT. Discontinued or AZ would be good. I agree. Right, Greg Green, I'm going to quickly run through these and then we'll get into the poll. I have 2 Ibanez Artcores and they are great Epiphone and Gretsch electromatic alternatives. I hear you. We also have an Artwood parlour guitar that's been upgraded as well. Nice one, mate. And you've also got a Tube Screamer amp. Nice. As well, the one that looks like a 1950s TV. Never heard that. That sounds cool, mate. Muggs watched a documentary about James Burton, Elvis guitarist. Great performer. Play it again, James. Nice one. Bumcrack Watch Co is saying help. I don't know how to help you, mate. What do you need? Mott Hoople, Carlos Santana used to play a Gibson L6 at one point, or at least used to advertise them. Right, Carl, what are you playing at? Look at you. You've got everybody at it now. Right, let's get to the poll. Here we go. So, sorry if you're watching on catch-up. If you are watching on catch-up, or if you've never been here before, the likelihood of you being at this point in the video is very, very small. But this is what we're talking about. we do this poll every Wednesday. And look, here's an example. So we're saying, Ibanez, yes or no? Or the various other non-essential options. Nonsensical options. So what we were saying here was, wait a minute, I've got something annoying here in the background. Bear with me, I need to fix some stuff. Just need to fix some stuff here, just fixing some stuff. Right, here we go. Oh, and by the way, these take me a while. These take me more than you think, putting these together, coming up with an idea. It's usually a terrible idea, but there you go. So you've got, if you like Ibanez, it's Ibanez. Or there's Ibano. Oh no, actually it's not even that, it's Ibanez please. And then it's Ibano thanks. And then there's Iban never tried one. And then there's Iban other. Anyway, right, so daft jokes aside, what we've got here, 56% are in favour of Ibanez. And 12% no, they're not for you, you don't like them. I don't know what to make of the 7% complicated, please elaborate. It's probably been done in the comments, which I'll look at in a minute. And then there's also the people who've never tried one, or maybe one day, 26%. That's a large chunk actually. Okay, lots of comments, 116. We probably won't get through them, but let's pick out some choice cuts. BPC's in the house. He's got these two, RG370, RGR321, a Fireman and a Roadstar 2. Roadstars, nice. That's the kind of Strat, isn't it? That's got a very similar headstock to the Starcaster. It's kind of like a... Yep. Smaller version of this shape. Yeah. Also the Roadstar and the Blazer. They're both very similar models. They're both kind of like Stratty types. Oh dear, I just dropped the camera. Right. Oh, who've we got here? Oh, this is hard to read. Eli Fozanarizki, 722. I really adore the Gem series. I've probably played countless of them at guitar stores, bought a few from friends. The way how it sounds and how comfortable it is to play fast is just incredible. The only thing is the money isn't there yet. Yes, that's it. But you can get the nice sort of, like some people said, the Geos. I know they don't have the same as like the shreddy neck, but they'll be close for much less. Or GRG. Trying to remember the difference between a Geo and a GRG. Do they still do both of them? Marsha's tried the Tim Henson one a few times. Right, this was a long comment. I'll read a bit of it. Right, oh, look at this. Sorry, Marsha. I've replied to you anyway, as you can see here. I do still try to reply to every comment. But yes, I think what you're saying here is how versatile it is. Nylon string flamenco style guitar, 22 frets. Type of guitar anyone can learn to enjoy, and you're talking about the nut width and the neck spacing, the string spacing, and also how people generally don't know how to EQ it properly. Yes. She says a lot more than that. It's worthwhile checking out the comments because she's got a lot of really cool experience and thoughts with it. Good on you, Marsha. Not a lot of people have tried that one yet because it's fairly new. The Arachnicog. I'm doing my best here, people. I love them. I have an RG6005 shred machine, AS73 semi-hollow, AC240 acoustic, and an SR300 bass. Used to have a Gem 7V as well. Wow. That's a lot of, basically you've got one of everything. Ibanez, all the things you need. JD VJ Forgo. My all-time favourite guitars are the RG550 and a Jackson Soloist. Love Ibanez, my main guitar since I got my first one in 1987. There you go, stick with what works. Good on you, mate. Colin Falcon, the original. Yep, good on you, mate. The original Colin Falcon. I have 3 Ibanez guitars, which are ART, an LP shape, an RG421, HH, no trem, Ibanez 5-way switching. Yeah, so this is what we're talking about. So the 421, like the 2 might mean HH, and the 1 might mean hardtail, something like that, and the 4, yeah. So all these designations can be deciphered. And you've got an RG370 AHMZ Swamp Ash body, so it's heavy. Yeah, I got you. The Gain Dane says, yes please, I don't have much experience with Ibanez guitars though, but you've got a GRG, you've put a Tone Rider rock song in it. I've been keen to check them out actually. Flip-flop paint job on yours as well, nice one. And you've also had an AS73. That seems to be quite a popular model. Like, a lot of people who are saying that they've got one are talking about that. Wait a minute. Okay, we're all good. As a kid, this is Clucker. As a kid, I always wanted an Ibanez RG550. As an adult, I bought an SA260. Wanted the Strat sound, but unfortunately it was far from it, so I sold it after a year. Regret selling it because it had a more comfortable neck for you. Yes. Sorry, I'm kind of like paraphrasing a lot of these because I'm trying to get through them. Sorry. I'm so appreciative of all the interactions that we're getting, for everybody taking the time to comment and tell me about their Ibanezes-ez. Yeah. You know what, something I've been thinking about, let me know in the chat if you'd be down for this. As it's coming out in the summer, I'm going to be coming off for the school summer holidays for about 7 weeks. Lucky me. During that time, I'm thinking I might extend the live stream to longer. Not loads longer, maybe like an hour and a half. Let me know what you think. Because I don't like rushing myself. I don't like doing this. Not so much for me, it's like I feel like I'm talking too fast and I'm probably not going to be understood very well, but I want to read all the comments and I want to read all the live comments too, because I just appreciate all the interactions. I don't want to leave any stone unturned, but it's difficult and I feel like the stream maybe suffers for it a bit. What do you think? Let me know. Anyway, let me carry on. Ono Vox, have an Ibanez acoustic you bought in New York in 1978. It's perfect. You also had an 81 Artist. That'll be an absolute cracker. It's one of the early artists, eh? I'm not sure what year they came out, maybe the late 70s. You sold it in 88 after you built yourself a Rejectocaster in 86. Well, we need to find out what that is. You've since then noticed that you prefer the 9.5-inch fretboard radius. You bought a Pacifica, great sounding guitar, but don't like the neck as much as the Strat. You think the AZ-40, that's that one there, is a very interesting guitar at that price point. I would certainly try one out when given the chance. Keep in mind, don't really, I need to know. Shop guitars on electrical, yeah, you don't really bother about the electrics because you can easy change your pickups. Got you, mate, yes, agree. Simon Gummer, always good whatever level you buy into. Yeah, I love that comment. That's the thing, eh? Ibanez, they're got a good track record, I think, for reliability. I mean, there are arguments that can be made where they're not all perfect, of course. And some people have mentioned actually in this that, who was it? Was it maybe Barbara? It was either Barbara or Claire B. Sorry, that's terrible to only remember the sort of, the females who are commenting, and I'm just getting confused by the two of them. That's terrible, sorry about that. But yeah, one of you guys said that you don't think the Chinese Ibanez ones are as good quality as the Indonesian or Japanese. Well, that would be expected with the Japanese, definitely. But yeah, always good whatever level you buy into. I like that, Simon. I think you could be onto something there. Adrian loves the new Iceman. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool too. Don't know if I would have one, but pretty cool guitar. Oh, I love this. Sean No Yeah. She No Yeah. Gia No Yeah. How do you say that? You absolutely adore a good Ibanez. They're so varied. Each model is massively a taste thing to me. In my experience, everything not made in Japan also varies a lot in quality. There you go. Wouldn't be the first choice for £300 to £600 guitar. Personally, I've got a cheaper one, which is great. Save for coming with fret sprout. Yes, there we go. Claire B, I feel like I'm going to snap a Wizard neck whenever I play one. It's less shreddy. Ibanezes are cool though. I haven't had a chance to play one, but I really like the look of the Blazer. Yeah, I think I have tried a Blazer and liked it. Quite a while ago though. Well, it would have been a while ago, but well, I mean it could have been now, but they've not made them for a long time. Like they've probably not made them for about 20 years. Kitty Benny, not my first choice, but you've enjoyed the ones you've had. 540S in a Universe, would still like to add back in a 540S one day. I fancy an Ibanez-ez. I'm going to keep an eye out for a deal on one, a used one. Yeah. Probably not a Floyd one. Can't be bothered with that. Elijah Gray, your comments were very dangerous. You almost had me buying an Ibanez yesterday. You currently gig an AZ2204 Prestige, and it's arguably the finest instrument I've ever played. Fretwork is immaculate. He just goes on to say how awesome that this guitar is, and that's actually the one that I am most interested in, although The one they recently discontinued, the same model, had a 9.5 inch radius, and that is more appealing to me. I might be looking for a used one, but good choice, mate. I would certainly go for one of those as well. Michael Bellevue, legit guitars, try them, like them, don't have one, but would consider an Artocore model hollow body. Yes, great stuff. Me too. FL by YZX, I owned one of the original Loch Ness Green Gems. Oh yeah, I remember reading this comment and we were chatting about this. You bought it in Glasgow, sold it in early '94 in Sound Control in Glasgow. Good on you, mate. Right, how many more have I got here? Oh, we've got quite a lot and I want to get back to the live chat. Nah, I'm not going to make it. Look, this is how great you guys are. Sorry, I'm not going to manage to get through all these. So, I just seen Big John's there. I'll read out John Robson's. Remember John Robson's live stream tomorrow as well, 5 PM, beer o'clock. Okay, even though I'm not really into S-type guitars, I'm getting a mild case of gas for the AZ-T402. And he goes on to explain what it is, which is good because the model numbers are tricky. An HH Strat style thing with roasted maple neck, beautiful burst finish on the body and Seymour Duncan pickups. Yep, I could certainly get down with that. Like I say, I prefer the HSS version, big surprise there, but yeah, pretty much the same specs and model. I've never tried one, and I'm really curious to try the neck because I hear good things about them. Nice. Right, I'm really sorry for missing out, all you guys, but as you can see, I have replied to every comment. I hope. Shouldn't be anything left. Right, but you guys are here live, so I'm going to speak to our live people as well. Sorry about that. Right. Oh no, 10 minutes. I just seen Dave Lewis's comment there, so I'll just answer that quickly. He says, Steve, are you a music teacher? I'm not a music teacher, Dave. I'm just a guitar teacher in school. So yeah, mainly one-on-one lessons, other than once a week I take a group of about 20 kids doing like a classical guitar ensemble. Right, where did we get to? Dave Lewis, I saw Santana at Hammersmith Odeon in 1974 on the Abraxas tour. Earth, Wind and Fire opened. Wow, awesome, mate. That would have been something else. That's a great one to have on the old gigs you've went to CV. I seen Earth, Wind and Fire maybe about 7 years ago, 8 years ago, maybe longer. Disappointing. I love Earth, Wind and Fire, but the sound wasn't great that night, and they didn't do a long set and you couldn't really hear the vocals. It was a shame. Paul Vanova, Ibanez, yes mate. Bumcrack, help, your stream is playing on TV and we're in the car. Oh dear. Don't know what you do about that, is that even possible? Have you got like your car parked outside the house and looking through the TV through the window? I don't know what's going on there, sorry. BBC, the headstock is the least Strat bit about it, but the rest of it is very Stratty. Nice, yes. Have you done a video on that, mate? I'd like to see a video on that. James Tejada, I think I would prefer Fishbone over Guns N' Roses. Is that Fishbone? I don't know Fishbone. Is that another band? I don't know them, not familiar with them. Oh, Nedo Meadow, what if the Jack White signature will be a Starcaster? That'd be cool. Very cool. I mean, Jack White's so bare bones and sort of quirky. A lot of people complain about the Tom DeLonge only having one pickup. Jack White would have like half a pickup, 3 strings, and it would come with a built-in slide and a fuzz circuit. I don't know, but it'd be cool. Jack White's a cool character. I've always liked him. Scrambled. I'm only new to electric guitar, but I was pushed away from Ibanez because I remember a few people say they have inconsistent quality. I suppose you'll hear that about any brand, really. It just depends on who you talk to and what experience they've had. See, if someone gets a bad experience with a brand, it will sting. It'll sting for a while. Yeah, you might have just got a bad one, but yeah. It's not great. It's hard to see past it as well, so I get you. And to be honest, I've not experienced too many of them either, so I don't know. Not these days. I used to be all about them. Jamming the cabs in. Hello, mate. Thanks for coming. Hope you're doing good, mate. Daniel Scott, the only problem with Ibanez is their names sound like Wi-Fi passwords. Sorry, I spat there. Yeah, that's spot on, mate. Yeah. Brilliant. Dave Lewis, I love the new Ibanez Twin Peaks wah pedal. It's a lot of fun. I've never seen that either, mate. Sounds cool. Oh, Cameron, I've just got it. Ibanez Scrooge. Ebenezer Scrooge. Oh dear, I was way behind there. Dwayne Davis, I think Carlos Santana played an Ibanez in the 70s as well as John McLaughlin. What happened to Carl B dropping that one and then just leaving, eh? Paul Vanova, Scrambled, I've heard this too, though any guitar I take deep dive into learning before purchasing always seems to have downsides in quality control. Yeah, I suppose if you look too far, you're going to find someone with a bad experience. And that's enough to put a lot of people off, eh? Cameron, I think you're describing a duck's tail. You guys are bonkers. David Evans, I used to have an Ibanez Roadstar 2 Series Custom in pearlescent white with black and red pinstripe binding. Trying to picture that, sounds very cool. Roadstar pearlescent white with black and red pinstripe binding. That sounds pretty cool. You had again an original edge trem and an EMG 81 pickup in the bridge. Nice one. And you sold it. Oops, we just jumped there. That happens sometimes. IMA640, yes, go for a longer stream. Thanks, mate. Yes, I think I might just do that. It's the last hour and 35 minutes of spring. Enjoy them. Is it really? I didn't know. Well, it certainly feels like that since yesterday. Seems I got burnt. Dave Lewis, I think Ibanez release too many new guitars every 12 months. Possibly. I don't keep up with them too much, but you could be onto something. Yeah, I mean, their shreddy metal market is big. You know, they've got a lot of endorsees, and they've got a huge following. They've totally nailed that market. I mean, who else is in that realm like that do maybe not just that, but yeah, so Jackson, Schecter, ESP. But yeah, Ibanez might be one of the stronger ones, I think, in that category. That's just my perception of it. Nothing to back that up. Speaking of backing up sales and things like that, I've been dipping in and out of Ministry of Guitars videos. Anybody else watching that channel? It's a great channel. I'll be watching more and more of his stuff. I love his insights. Very unique insight. So, yeah, cool. I learn things when I watch his stuff. I put it on in the background sometimes when I'm doing things, but I'm paying attention. I promise. Yep, okay. The Druids will be at Stonehenge for the longest day. They may well be. David Evans, I've always wanted an Ibanez-ez as Frank Gambale plays him, and he's an amazing player. Yes, well, he played FGs, Frank Gambale models, which were... So the S is originally the Sabre, the Ibanez Sabre, and then Joe Satriani did his version of the S, which is a JS, and then yeah, Gambale did his version of the S, which was an FG. I think that's how I understand it anyway. I actually seen a Frank Gambale one once when I went guitar shopping with my dad. If you're watching, Raymond, hello. When I was 16, I'd got a wee bit of cash that had been saved up for me, and I was able to go and buy a guitar. So I had a budget of like, can't remember, it must have been like £300 and something or something like that. It got released to me when I was 16, so you could do whatever you want with it. Get driving lessons or something. Like, nah, I want a guitar. So I went through to Glasgow for the day and went guitar shopping. And well, actually, it's a long story. I'll save that for another day. I ended up getting a Jackson, but in the shop they had a Frank Gambale Ibanez, which was beautiful, and they also had this other Ibanez-ez. Yeah, there's a lot of Ibanezes back there in the shops. They were all used as well. Ibanez Destroyer looks pretty cool. That's IMA640. Yes, I agree. Oh, hold on a second. Cameron, is the big news? Did you write an album? You should, mate. Oh no, I've not wrote an album, mate. I've wanted to forever, but I don't think I'd ever find the time to do that. I would love to. When I retire, when I can't play guitar anymore. Steve, have you tried an Iceman in your local store? Dave, no, I've not. I've not even seen one actually, so I might be inclined to pick one up if I see one. So how many Ibanez guitars do you have now? How many have you owned over the years? Just curious. So, I've got this one just now, the one that's in the video tomorrow, which I'm not keeping. Well, I'm kind of keeping parts of it, which will be revealed in the video tomorrow. And like I say, my main guitar when I was, would have been about 16 till about 18, maybe even 19, 20, a few years, was the Ibanez RG470. Stayed with me for a long time until I got a Strat. And I don't think I've had oh no, I got another Ibanez RG350, I think maybe about 8-10 years ago, just to kind of see what it was all about again, and I didn't like it. There you go. Okay, we've got 4 minutes left, but of course I'm going to go on a little bit longer just so I can get to all the comments. And thank you all so much for participating as always. This time goes in like that. Okay. Ibanez Scrooge, I name my guitars. Carl B, Rockcat, too much wind and not enough fire. Yeah, it's pretty much that, mate. Nedomedo, Steve, do you do lessons online, like helping a person like myself with some speed technique and practice schedule? I'm cutting down all my lessons that I do out with school, just because I want to spend more time doing YouTube-y stuff. But mate, YouTube is the place for you. You will find a wealth of information. Check out John Robson if you're into, he does a lot of Zoom lessons, so worthwhile checking out there. I'm sure you'll find a tutor that will suit you and help you out. But yeah, it sounds like you're having problems with discipline and stuff like that. I think we'll all have the same thing, mate. It's hard to keep it going. But help my speed. Actually, someone, who was it, Max, Guitar Max, he just did a video I watched the other day on speed exercises. That might help. Just off the top of my head, 3-note per string scales is probably worthwhile checking out. People would say working with a metronome, I know it helps, but I can't bear it. Do it with a drum track, that's what I would say. Bit more inspiring, but maybe not as, what's the word I'm looking for? Effective. Thanks for asking though, mate. Greg Green, I've heard of Ibanez Guitars as I've been had guitars. Oh, I've never heard that one, mate. Oh, interesting. We used to call them Scrooge guitars because if you had one, you were skint. Dearie me, we're getting a lot of Ibanez dissing now. But there we go. I like the skints. FM is a great album. Oh, I'm not sure what we're on about here. BBC, the consistency of Ibanez is probably the best I've experienced on the market. Always impeccable setup. Well, there you go. Actually, to be fair, a lot of the, if you've ever been in Cash Converter or Cash Generator, one of these type of shops, and you pick up like one of the cheaper Ibanezes with some kind of floaty trim, you're in trouble. But that's not Ibanez's fault from the factory. That's probably misuse from someone else. And when it's really out of shape, it can take a long time to get one of these set up properly, like weeks. It takes me weeks. Devilish Steve, people wouldn't have minded if Earth, Wind & Fire had stayed on. Carlos was quite boring after them. Oh dear, they were amazing and nobody knew who they were then. Wow, I love Earth, Wind & Fire. They just weren't on form that night, but I mean, there'll be older gents these days. Although Verdine White was awesome. He was super duper energetic the whole time. Greg Green, I also have an Ibanez Tube Screamer Mini and an Ibanez Echo Shifter on my main board. I use the Tube Screamer ahead of my Rat and Big Muff to give them a bit more grit as stacked. That's a lot of power you got there, mate. Good on you. The Echo Shifter is great as a noisemaker pedal with the slide level in the middle of the pedal. The only downside with that was the milliamp draw is pretty demanding from a power supply. Oh, I couldn't help you there. There's your guy to help you right there. BPC, Budget Pedal Chap. Of course, you need to check out the channel. He'll get you sorted out with all your pedal information. There you go. I'm struggling for words there. David Evans, Steve Vai came up with the Universe 7-string, but a lot of the heavy bands like Korn use Ibanez 7-strings these days. Yeah, I mean, Korn weren't long after Steve Vai with the 7-string Universe. I don't think that was the first ever 7-string guitar. I could be wrong. I know there's like classical guitars from back in the day with 7 strings and different 8s and whatnot, but yes, Steve Vai definitely spearheaded it, and Korn, their use of it pretty much inspired that whole djenty movement almost, didn't it? Am I making stuff up? Probably, but there you go. Rob F's off, thank you, take care Frebs, thanks for coming mate. BPC, are you still looking to get another Ibanez, Steve? I may be interested. Yeah mate, and you're top of my list. I'll definitely get in touch with you as soon as it's ready, but as I mentioned before, it's got to go off to the hospital to get a wee operation. Basically getting some organs removed, and then it will be good to go. I've not got around to that yet, mate. I've got so many projects on the go. We'll get there. Greg Green, budget Ibanez. Ibanez do make good pedal, rather refer to the Echo Shifter as elevated pedal because its production the cost is closer to boutique pedal. I'll have to take your word for it, mate. Not much of a pedal guy. Blues Summon, cool stream, Mr. C. Thanks, mate. Thanks for coming, Blues, and thank you for subscribing. James Tejada, I'll get back to you on that one. Oh, Fishbone, that is. Right, okay, you do that, mate. Nedham, thanks for the tip. I've heard of John Robson. I need a bit of structure. However, I'm mostly working on songwriting because I can't stop. So I might as well continue doing that. Yeah, mate. If it's whatever, go with whatever is inspiring you. 100%, mate. If songwriting's doing it for ages now, do that. That's the thing with guitar. We see all the best players on YouTube, and it's sickening how good some of these guys are. So you go watch the Amazing Fusion Shredder, and then you go watch this Travis Picking guy, and then you listen to an amazing song, and then we've got all this pressure on us to think we've got to be brilliant at everything. But just take your time, you know. There's only so much you could do, and go with what interests you. There you go. That's what I would say. James Tejada, there are lemons in every bunch. Oh, I'm getting near the bottom. We're catching up. And we're only a couple minutes over. IMA640, we should all be practicing instead of watching YouTube. But we are living in the real world. 100%, mate, yeah. I mean, for a guy who makes his living telling people to practice, I do not practice what I preach. You're bang on there, mate. Cal B, from what I remember in the early 70s, Ibanez made a splash with quality budget guitars. Somehow, to no old consumer surprise, prices started to rise. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Greg Green, Nedham, songwriting is a separate skill set from guitar lessons, so you'll be looking for two different instructors. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, you're right, Greg. But not necessarily. Like, I would do that in my lessons. Well, I teach different people different things, so yeah, it would probably be two separate lessons. So yeah, I suppose you're onto something. Yeah. But yeah, go with what interests you. But don't feel that pressure that you need to do it all at once. And yeah, that's probably where you want to schedule structure, eh? It's like Monday, 5 to 6, shredding. Tuesday, songwriting. You know, you could do it like that, but see, when it comes to songwriting and being creative, you can't put a time on it. You can't, okay, on Thursday at 8, I will be creative. You can't do it. Just things come to you when they come to you, and you just have to take it and go with it when you can, if you're lucky to. You know, if you're in a situation, if you don't have like a lot of young kids about or other obligations, so an idea comes to you at the worst time, you know, if you've got less restrictions on you, then you'll have a lot more success with that. In those cases, when you do have a lot of obligations, maybe you do need to put some time aside to be creative, but unfortunately it doesn't work like that. For me, maybe it does for you. Dave Lewis, I use a Boss DB30 Dr. Beat metronome now and again. It's a pocket size, very handy box. Good on you, mate, that sounds good. Right, Cal B saying, have a great weekend and we'll see you at John Robson's Roundup tomorrow. Yes, we will. Paul Vinnova, to me the guitar is an imperfect instrument, that's why I love it. Oh, mate. I love it when we get a comment like that, a stream ender. That's a stream ender comment right there. Nice one, mate. You nailed it. Lord Bong, great name. Ibanez RG61AL with the bare knuckles or deluxe Telecaster. I want it to be versatile. Are you asking me which one to go for? I don't know. Well, I know the RG is an RG, and I know the A means that it's an arch top. 61AL, I don't know what that means. AL is probably going to be the colour, but I don't know what the 61 means. Bare knuckles, there's a lot of different bare knuckles, so it depends which ones. Or a deluxe Telecaster, yeah, if you want to be versatile. I don't know, mate, I'm sorry. I'm not familiar enough with either model. Oh, I know the deluxe Tele, but yeah. They plays Kiesel and Kortz. Oh, yeah, that's right. Frank Gambale is now playing Kiesel and Kortz. Yeah, and he had a brief stint with Yamaha a while back as well. Dave Lewis, Steve, when are you going to do some more gig blogs with your band and wife behind the camera? Oh, well, most of the gigs we've got coming up are all weddings, so unfortunately they're not ideal for filming stuff. Although, I'm pretty sure tomorrow's video, we've got a brief. I've filmed stuff from previous gigs that I've got into videos that are coming up, so there's a wee bit in tomorrow's video. Thanks for asking me. I'm doing my best to get some of that in the videos. Cameron, Kramer are competitors in the shred market. Yes, I agree. Greg Green, quite a few songwriters write first thing in the morning after they wake up. Yeah, go whatever works. Maria Muggs, since switching from ukulele to guitar, I am finding it easier to find movable chords. Yeah, that makes sense. Theory is difficult on ukulele. Things don't make sense as easily as it does on guitar. That's what I found. Sorry, we're going on a bit. We're getting there. Steve, not all songs need shredded guitar. Great songs are important. The Beatles don't shred. Do you agree, mate? 100%. Yeah, man. I'm trying to think of any great songs that are shreddy. I don't know. No, there's not many. 100%. I agree with you, mate. Probably the shreddiest song that just came to the top of my head there. Shreddiest, and it's not even super shreddy. Great song would be Rosanna, Toto. It's kind of shreddy, and it's a great song. But yeah. Maria, have a great weekend. Thank you. Sorry, I'm going to keep going. You guys, off you go. Do your stuff. Sorry to have ate into everybody's time, but I'm going to get to the end here. Thank you for coming, Mugs. Thank you all for coming. You're all the best. Gonna agree on what I love about learning to play more guitar. There's no end to the learning if you want to advance your playing. 100%, mate. Yes. Sister Rose, hope I'm not in too late to add 2 cents. Ibanez guitars are more shredder guitars, but some of the more interesting ones, like I like the shape of the Fireman's, Paul Gilbert's, their basses are cool too. Yes. Yeah, there's more to it than just the shredders. Yes, I hear you. Ned Meadow, I agree that songwriting is different from practice, but I'm okay at songwriting. I just can't seem to get to practice and become a better guitarist. Ah, got you. Have a job and family, so time is scarce. That makes sense, yeah. Got you, mate. IMA640, great stream. Thank you, mate. Maria Muggs, catch you all tomorrow. Sister Rose, you've got an Ibanez micro and it's great. Honestly, Ibanez basses are just as great value. Yeah, everybody loves the basses. Weird carry handles. Cliffs of Dover, right? Okay, mate. The guys at Bare Knuckles are awesome. Yeah, relax meditation. Great live stream tonight. Novice Noisemakers just in, I just missed you. Lee Rath is my hero. I'll need to check out who Lee Rath is. Okay. Quick wee thing. Somebody mentioned about the monkey grip on the Ibanez. Quick wee story. I promise I'm ending the stream here. Someone says, I don't know what that monkey grip's all about on the Ibanez. Just in case you don't know about this. Steve Vai was like the latest, hottest thing. I think, was it after David Lee Roth? No, Van Halen. Yeah, David Lee Roth left Van Halen, went and did his own thing. He's needing a guitarist. Steve Vai's the hot guy. They get him in. He's the new hot stuff guitarist. All the guitar companies are all courting Steve Vai, trying to say, do our signature model. But they all wanted him to take on just one of their existing models with different paint or something like that. So Steve Vai, as a test, this is what he said apparently. As a test, he designed the guitar with the monkey grip in it, the handle, just to test the companies to see if anybody would do it. And the only company that would do it and did it in a prototype was Ibanez. So he's like, right, you guys are for me. And there you go. What is it, like 35 years later, he's still with them? Cool story, I thought. Right, thank you all very much. Thanks for coming. Until next time, I'm going to do the end thing that I always fail at and goes extra. So hopefully see you tomorrow at 6 PM for the video. Thanks for coming. Until next time, see you later. See you later. You're still here probably. I'm still here, but we're getting out of here. Thank you. Ah.